Years ago, I had this guy in my life who claimed I was his best friend. He always went, "Oh, John Paul's my best friend, really, best friend." The reason he said that was because for 8 years, I helped walk with him through all kinds of horrible things in his life and in his heart. When he was depressed, he'd come to me. When he was lonely, he'd show up at my front door. When he needed money, I would give it to him. When he needed to talk, I'd always answer the phone. He battled homosexuality at a time, but we walked through, prayed him through, and he recognized that flesh pattern because of things that happened to him when he was a child, and he delivered and didn't step into that anymore. He met a wonderful Christian girl, and they got married. He started having some kind of sexual issues that involved animal stuff, and these things are real. People go through it, and so his wife came through, and he recognized that flesh pattern because of things that happened to him when he was a child, and he delivered and didn't step into that anymore. He met a wonderful Christian girl, and they got married. He started having some kind of sexual issues that involved animal stuff, and these things are real. People go through it. And so his wife was going to leave him, but we prayed and got together and met week after week after week, and they reconciled, and things continued to heal in his life. He started having children, and they're healthy, great kids. He got a good job, was being promoted, and things were going well with him. And I was there with him for 8 years, every single time. When I went through my divorce many years ago, it was just a horrible time in my life. I lost everything, just a dramatic, emotionally. I can't even express to you how horrible it was. And at one point, these people were having meetings about me, and I found out that this guy who said I was his best friend was there. It was going to be at the meeting. So I figured, okay, if I go, I'm sure I at least will have one person that'll be my friend, one person that will show me mercy, one person that will be there for me, someone who I know is, at least there to help walk me through my difficult time. And so I show up at the meeting, and people are screaming and cussing, and it's just the most unchristian meeting you could ever imagine. And this guy was in charge of the meeting. He called the meeting. He was just fueling the fire, and anytime it would start to cease, he would pour more gasoline on it. And I was shocked. I was shocked. I just literally broke down and was crying so hard I was just going to throw up. I could not stop crying, and people are doing their thing. And at one point towards the end of the meeting, I look over, and on the front row is this guy, and he's just got a big smile on his face, and he has a recording device in his hand. He's recording the whole thing. And at that moment, a demon of hatred entered into me. I thought, I'll give you something to listen to on that recording. And I let him have it. I said everything you could think of. I uncovered every sin in his life. I destroyed him with my words. Destroyed him. Months went by, and I'm not pastoring it. I did not. This is before I started Solid Rock at Market Common.